Good morning. Yeah, my name's Caroline Aluoch Odera. I'm the founder of St. Thaddeus Child Care Society. I'm also the director of St. Thaddeus Schools. And now I'm standing here as a Women's Global Peace Women Representative Kenya. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited to be part of global movement whose focus is to create one family under God. This year's GPC in Manila to me is not just another conference in another year in another part of the world, but a moment of reflect, share, learn, experience, and forge towards the relation of our common vision. As a leader and as a woman, it gives me a confidence and inspiration to work with others from all over the world, knowing well that peaceful is love. I want to congratulate the GPF for recognizing a great role of a woman with whom I can achieve this great vision. Indeed, the creation of Global Peace Women is such a great idea in the effort of realizing a stronger and peaceful family, society, nation in the whole world. I know that from this conference, all of us will feel stronger and work together as a team. As I pass shortly on the side of gender-based violence in Kenya. Ladies and gentlemen, according to 2014 Kenya Demographic and Health Survey of Kenya, 4 out of women every 10 Kenyans women undergo some from violence, whether physical or sexual abuse. These figures are staggering and should compel us to pursue and reflect. Gender-based violence in Kenya, including domestic and sexual violence, human trafficking, and harmful practices such as forced child marriage and female GFM, is still academic in Kenya despite the existence of legislation, administrative and directives, justifiable and awareness. Kenya has various laws related to the violence against women. This includes Sexual Offences Act in 2007, the FGM, and the National Policy Towards Prevention and Response to GBV. Consideration programs has been established and facilitating enforcement of those laws. Ladies and gentlemen, as much as punishment of crimes is crucial, other programs must be put in place, especially towards victims' support. There is energy and synergy to scale up campaign against gender-based violence, including domestic and sexual violence, within an aim to bring home the message that although laws exist to deal with gender-based violence, guaranteed gender equality, everyone must take personal responsibility to root out the voice of gender discrimination in the homes. Only then can society begin to take a stand together to bring to all end justice committed against women and girls, denying them basic human rights such as life, dignity, choice, and freedom. Ladies and gentlemen, Violence and discrimination structures contribute to keeping women out of workforce, thus dragging down women, their families, and entire communities for generations. In Kenya, and elsewhere, for Kenya to reach goals in Vision 2030, the potential of all Kenyans, women and men, have to be in realizing that peace and love is the key of the home. Kenya is at a demographic transformation facility level and a decline gradually, and Kenya are living longer. There is reason for optimism that Kenya can benefit from dividing within 15 to 20 years. It is estimated that Kenya's working age population will grow to 30% by 2050, bolstering the country GDP per capita 12 times higher than the percent, with nearly 90% of the working age in employment. Policy brief. Cultural, social, and economic barrier that hinder empowerment of girls and women must be addressed, and we have to raise our voices to end the source of the violence against women and girls. Women are half of Kenya's democratic divided. If they are given the right tools and community support, they can not only become financially independent, but be engine that fuel the Kenyans' future growth. Ladies and gentlemen, we must once for all say no to this clear violation of our fundamental rights. Survivors of sexual violence, such as rape, must, for instance, have access to health clinics that can administer emergency medical care, including treatment and prevent HIV and unwanted pregnancy. Counseling a woman who is beaten by her husband must have some place to go with their children to enjoy safety and sanitary shelter. Victims of violence must have confidence that when they file reports with the police, she or he will receive no custody justice and the perpetrators will be punished. This includes the comprehensive approach, prevention, protection, prosecution, and programming of the partnership that will facilitate and achieve the gender equality. Some of the key issues highlighted in the 5P are awareness creation in communities on sexual gender-based violence, hotlines for the survivors to report and to establish the sexual gender-based violence centers for survivors and survivors protection through prosecution and perpetrators. Ladies and gentlemen, the entire gamut of development actors must now come together to ensure that every home is safe and free of every form of violence. This is the only way to ensure truly sustainable peace and progress in which every one of us has a stake. Let's speak out loudly and call for an end of the scourge of the sexual and gender-based violence. Thank you. Thank you, and God bless you.